This is what my profile looks like. I have a bachelor's degree. I have 3 undergrad scholarship awards. I have 1 certification issued by OSHA. I'm currently a PhD student and I'm doing research. I have 3 conference poster presentations. These are my personal information that I have redacted: my name, address, telephone number, address of USCIS. This can be copied online. So I addressed a letter to the USCIS officer, and I say I'm submitting this letter to support my petition for classification as an alien of exceptional ability in the sciences, requesting a national interest waiver. I say I satisfy at least 3 of 6 criteria listed in CFR in this section. Criteria 1 that I satisfy is that I have a degree. It says if you have a degree, diploma, certificate that's awarded by a university relating to the area of exceptional ability. In my case, I said I completed a bachelor's degree in chemistry from the University of Ilorin, Nigeria in this year. And I say, as shown in the submitted transcript, I attended the university from this year to this year. The second criteria is about a license to practice the profession or certification for a particular profession or occupation. Now, in chemistry, they don't issue us a license or a specific certification. So I was a bit creative. I took an online course from OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and I got a certificate for it, and I attached it. And I say, please see Exhibit 11. The next criteria is evidence of membership in professional associations. So I joined 2 associations. Mind you, the professional associations have to be related to your field. So in this case, I joined the ACS and the AAAS. And criteria F says evidence of recognition for achievements. Basically, this is what I used: achievements. And then it goes on to say, and significant contributions to the industry or field. So recognition by whom? By Could be by your peers, by governmental entities, and by professional or business organizations. So I received some awards during my undergrad, and I tried to use them to see if it was going to work, and it did. So I said the next few paragraphs will show evidence of recognition for several achievements. I said I graduated with a bachelor's degree in chemistry with first class, and I explain that a first class is the highest obtainable grade for a degree according to the Nigerian undergraduate classification. Now, the reason for this explanation is that whoever is reading this case is probably an American who studied in America and doesn't know about the undergraduate classifications of other countries. Then I said, and not only that, I said some nice things here that I have redacted. I say, please see Exhibit 6A and 6B. I say here's Dr. the name of the person, my former academic advisor, and I lifted this quote from his recommendation letter. I got a recommendation letter from this professor, and it simply goes to substantiate this claim that I made here. It says Mr. Gafar eventually graduated with a first class, you know, and at the time he graduated, I've redacted some of these things, but there were nice things that he said. And he concluded by saying, this feat is nothing short of extraordinary, as it requires at once a firm grasp of the theory and an undying enthusiasm for the research stroke practical aspects of chemistry. I went ahead to make this claim as well. I said during my undergrad, I I was the best student in my class, and I received an undergraduate scholarship for excellence. And I said, see Exhibits 8, contemporaneous letters of university undergraduate scholarship awards. So I emphasized this because the letters were not they were not letters that I received for the purpose of the EB2-NIW. These letters were just awarded at the time of the scholarship. I didn't know that I was going to need it for this. So USCIS places a premium on such recognitions that you had even before you knew that you were going to apply for an EB2 NIW. So again, I brought an excerpt from the letter, basically saying the same thing, that I got the scholarship, the undergraduate scholarship. So the basic thing about it is you make a claim, you substantiate the claim, either reference, with recommendation letters or award letters or any other thing of such nature. So here I'm making another claim. I said my exceptional performance. Okay, these are just certificates that were issued with these letters. And then I made another claim here. I said, on account of my exceptional bachelor's degree, the NYSC, a federal government agency in Nigeria, posted me to a university for my national service. And then to substantiate this, I looked for a newspaper article around that time that said corps members who graduated with first class honors degrees and diplomas will be posted to tertiary institutions for effective utilization of their manpower. So I included that as an exhibit as well. I went online. This newspaper is online. I went online and saved the page and printed it out. Now I said, while working there, by there I mean the university, I had the opportunity to not only teach, but also assess the research of undergrad final year students. Exhibit 2. And I said below is a comment from my boss, the professor that I worked under. And she went ahead to say, some nice things. Considering his outstanding performance in his degree, I invited him to participate in judging the research projects of some of our final year students in the inorganic chemistry group. She talked about how I made insightful remarks, asked cogent questions, and how I showed that I had a firm understanding of the nitty-gritty of research, and how I was fair and balanced in my assessment, and how she didn't expect this much from a small boy like me. And then I went ahead to make this claim that while pursuing my PhD, I built a clinical scale device. And again, I took this out from the recommendation letter. It says Mr. Gafar has built from scratch this device, and whilst building it, he had the opportunity to showcase his many talents, including those of an electrician, a machinist, a plumber, a chemist, an engineer, and a physicist. He said combining all these roles seamlessly demonstrates that he's a well rounded next gen leader in scientific research. And then here I highlighted some of the things that I wanted the caseworker to pay specific attention to. He says this capability sets him apart from his peers who only function as chemists, often unable to carry out multidisciplinary biomedical research. And so I concluded by saying that I am specifically positioning myself as an alien of exceptional ability in the field of chemistry. I said, to this end, I submitted evidence that I possess a degree of expertise that's above that ordinarily encountered amongst chemists. So I did all of this to try to satisfy the exceptional ability criteria. And this is because I didn't have an advanced degree and I wanted to apply. So when I finished that part, it took me about 4 pages, or let's say 3 pages. It's basically when I finished that, I then moved to the NIW part to show that I satisfy these three requirements as well.